I just got back from an early access screening of Challengers. You know how during the Challengers press tour they kept asking people like, whose team are you on? This is gonna contain spoilers, by the way. Bitch, I'm on nobody's fucking team because all three of them are horrible. All three of them manipulative little pieces of shit. She starts off like seemingly innocent, and at first you're like, oh, Patrick's the questionable one for sure, because he's out here pining and making out with Tashi even though he has a girlfriend. And like, I can't even blame Tashi because listen, they're both hot, they're both into her, and like, you know, why not have a little fun? You know what I mean? That first bedroom scene is so hot. I was gagged. I was just sitting there giggling. And I love how Tashi senses that there's something between Art and Patrick that Patrick definitely knows about. But I feel like Art is the one that's like a little bit clueless about it. Maybe. And she gets her confirmation when she like brings her head sick and they just start like full on making out. I love that later on in the film she calls back to her homewrecker line in that scene and how she feels like she ended up being one because she feels like she played a part in ruining Patrick and Art's friendship. But I actually don't think that part was her fault. I think it was Art being a manipulative little bitch. Because yeah, they make that bet like whoever wins the match gets her number. And Patrick wins after he previously told Art that he would let him win because he wants Tashi's number, and I can't even fucking blame him because she's hot. Tashi and Patrick start dating. Art is really unhappy about it, so he starts fucking scheming and he makes both of them get in their heads about each other and then ultimately ends up scooping Tashi right up with no fucking remorse, I might add. He acts like he's so innocent when in reality I feel like he might be the most deceiving one because at least the other two are way more upfront about being dickheads. And what's fucked up is that Tashi ends up going all in with Art. They end up getting married. They have a kid whose name is Lily, by the way. Like, I'm in the fucking movie, y'all. But it's after she cheated with Patrick when her and Art were engaged. And then she goes behind Art's back and has multiple interactions with Patrick. When she asks Patrick to lose the challenger so that Art can win and gain his confidence back, I was literally like, don't fucking piss me off right now. Because we all know that that was not for Art's sake. It was for her sake because let's face it, she's embarrassed to be with him, especially after his losing streak. Because for her, the most important part of their arrangement is tennis. Like, that's all she cares about, tennis. And her daughter Lily, you know me, like those scenes were really heartwarming. And they all had scenes that helped the audience have a bit more empathy with their characters. But she's playing vicariously through Art after her injury. And Art even knows because he tells her so. The cherry on top is when Patrick calls back to a move that confirms to Art that he slept with Tashi during the freaking match of their lives in front of everyone. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? And Tashi's just sitting there clueless because she doesn't know if Patrick's gonna lose. Like, she asked him to. Just fucked up all around the lot of them. Divorce, babes. Divorce.